Want to welcome everybody to tonight's game. We're at the Malden Gym tonight. We're the Green Wave, come in with a record of 14-0, ranked number 1 in the Southeast Missouri polls, ranked number 6 in Class 3, playing the Hayti Indians, who come in with a record of 5 wins, 6 losses. I'm Bill Hampton, and this is Tommy Jacobs. Thank you for watching or coming in and joining us tonight's game. Tommy, what do you expect tonight?
Well, you know, Hayti don't have a real good record, but they've got a lot of talent. They got some good athletes on that team, and I've always said they're kind of like a unbridled talent. You know, if they start playing together, they're going to deal somebody some fits. They got a very nice team, but they're going to have tonight for this Malden Green Wave team. As we've watched Malden throughout the year, you know, they're quick. They score so much off their defense. Their defense creates so many fast breaks, and I look for a very enjoyable game to watch.
Well, Hayti comes in, like I said, I talked to Coach Taylor prior to them when they first got here tonight, said that they could easily be 7-4, but they just haven't taken care of the basketball. Their last game out, they played the Crothersville Tigers, and Crothersville Tigers, they had them down 7 points with a minute and a half to go and got beat by 2. But they played they start 2 sophomores and a junior. They sub a lot. He told me they're going to try to slow the ball down against the Green Wave tonight. They don't think they can run with them.
Well, I think he's probably using his head, because not very many teams can run with him, because, you know, Malden is just very quick, very deep, very talented, and very well coached.
Well, we're again glad that you're joining us tonight. The Green Wave will be starting Ryan Krigler in place of Caleb Reed. Everybody else stays the same. Again, the Green Wave's 14-0 and look to push that record to 15-0. Well, welcome back to the Malden Gym. Again, I'm Bill Hampton along with Tommy Jacobs. Pulled up beside us here is Jerry Johnson. He helps us out with Channel 21 from time to time. Eric Davis, our cameraman tonight. Glad to have him back again. Glad to have you folks joining us on Channel 21. Referees tonight will be Joey Holloman and Randy Winston and Joe Baldwin. They'll go with 3 referees. Again, the Malden Green Wave come in with the record 14-0. Their head coach, Robert Eisen. The assistant tonight will be Gary Blaylock Jr. Coach Sokolov is doing some scouting, we think, and so he is out tonight, and so we expect the Green Wave tonight, the starting lineup, to go with Ryan Krigler, a 5'9 senior, number 15, Nick Perkins, a 5'10 junior, number 20, Alonzo Lewis, a 5'9 senior, number 23, Quentin Franks, a 6'5 senior, number 32, and Robbie Eisen, a 6'6 senior, wearing number 42. The Hayti Indians come in with a record of 5-6. Philip Christian is the head coach. Dave Crockett is the assistant. Starting lineups for the Hayti Indians tonight will be number 2, Dominique Webster, a 5'8 senior. Number 4, a 6' senior, is Jeffrey Guyton. Number 15, a sophomore, is Denzel Presbury. William Cooper, number 55, is a 6'5 junior, and Jamestic Gordon, also he is a 6' junior. I said in the pregame that Hayti started 2 sophomores and a junior. They start 2 sophomores, 2 juniors, and see Al Jackson with the Hayti Indians tonight. That guy has seen Tommy more basketball games than I will the rest of my life.
He loves the sport, and he goes all over and watches it, doesn't he?
He's
very knowledgeable man.
And he helped us when you were ill up at the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament, did a great job, and we appreciated him filling in. And got a little different perspective because he talked about going to tournaments all around and how good this tournament was at Bloomfield compared to the other tournaments in and around our area. I want to tell you the Malden schools. The superintendent is Ken Cook. The principals, Bob Wilson and Ashley McMillan. Athletic director is Ron Golden. Again, the head coach, Robert Eisen. And Tommy, you want to tell us about the cheerleaders for both sides?
Yeah, that good Malden cheerleading group. Carrie Crawley, Kaylee Davis, Angelica Jimenez, Misty Galladay, Angelica Hamilton, Jessica Burton, Scarlett Dinkins, Krista Herbst, Kalina Reed, Ashley Wallace, Olivia Aaron, Ashley Kendrick, Latrilla McCoy, and Taylor Shelton.
Skeeter Kell Sporting Goods. Call Kenneth Store at 888-6678 or Lloyd Rice at 576-4471. Nike, Adidas, Russell, any and all kinds of major brand names in your favorite sporting goods. New location in Kennett at 1300 Industrial Drive. That's Skeeter Kell Sporting Goods in Kennett. We're wearing vests tonight from Skeeter Kell. Give them a call or stop by the Kennett store for all your sporting goods needs.
And for the Hayti Indians, their cheerleading squad, Whitney McCullough, Tonica Stewart, Ebony Battles, Shia Sundrath, Danny Brown, Nadara Birch, Jenny Tillman, Talisha Primer, Meredith Gardner, Chelsea McQuarrie, Caitlin Guyton, Caitlin Chisholm, Kendra Gilmer, and Shyla Gorman.
Thank you, sir. And that's our cheerleaders. And again, we talk about them quite often, how athletic they are with all their gymnastic moves that they do. But talking about the game coming up, again, Green Wave ranked number 6 in the state, which means nothing other than it's prestige. I mean, you come in ranked first in southeast Missouri. That will not win you games. You've got to go out and play 32 minutes and turn it on.
Yeah, that's right. I tell you what, Malden, as I said earlier, I really think one of these days Hayti is going to break out, going to be a team to contend with down the stretch. They're very athletic. They really got some nice athletes. And when they get it all together, and the Green Wave, very talented, as we said, very deep, and they're just going to come at you. And Hayti's got the work cut out for them, but they've got some good players. And I look for a very good game, Bill.
Well, it's, again, as you said, we're just waiting on Hayti to hit their streak, and we hope that it's not tonight.
Right, that's exactly right. And Hayti's got some big boys in the center in there. They got that one kid that's a big
William
young
Cooper.
man.
Yep. Getting ready to do the starting lineups, and Lynn Pumphrey, the public address announcer. Hayti Indians again coached by Philip Taylor, assisted Dave Crockett. Number 2, a 5'8" senior, is Dominique Webster. Number 4, a 6 foot is a sophomore, Denzel Presbury. Number 25, Jamestic Gordon. He is a 6 foot junior. Wears number 25. Number 4, Jeffrey Guyton, saying 6'3". And number 55, William Cooper. He is a 6'5" junior. Again, Hayti Indians come in with a record of 5 wins, 6 losses.
Right.
Number 15, a 5'9" senior, Ryan Krigler, gets the start tonight. Nick Perkins, number 20. He's a 5'10" junior. 5'9" senior, number 23, Alonzo Lewis. I tell you, he's a lot taller than 5'9" because he stood beside me up at Bloomfield. He's a little bit taller than 5'9". They list him a little shorter. Number 32, a 6'5" senior, Quentin Gordon. And rounding out the starting 5, 6'6" senior, number 42, Robbie Eisen. Again, the officials, Joey Holman, Randy Winston, and Joe Baldwin. So we've got some veteran officials to call this game. And again, we look for Hayti, unless Coach Taylor was pulling my leg, to try to slow the Green Wave down a little bit. And again, that's good strategy.
That's right.
But the Green Wave's defense is their offense.
That's right.
And what they like to do is slap at the ball, get that ball airbound, and tip it around and start going. And that's what they'll be trying to do tonight.
Yeah, that's
jumping center for the Hayti Indians be William Cooper. For the Green Wave, Robbie Eisen. Glad that you joined us on Channel 21, your hometown channel. And we're ready for some high school basketball. Folks, it's cold outside, but it's warm inside, and we're ready to play ball. Eisen tips to Lewis. Down in the corner to Franks. Franks out to, well, there's Krigler with the ball right now. He had it out to Perkins. Perkins has it back to Krigler. 8-foot jumper that time by Quentin Franks. Goes off the mark.
Yeah.
Presbury with the ball for the Hayti Indians.
There's that Malden defense.
Yes. Ball is stolen. Eisen has it, flips it down to Lewis. Lewis is going to drive, puts up going to be a walking call. He didn't know whether to go up with it or pass the ball over to Krigler, and he held the ball just one step too many.
That's right.
Guyton with the ball to Presbury. Over to Webster. Malden in a man-to-man, full court press. Webster still with the basketball. Krigler on him. With the steal that time, Lewis. He's going to go down, put the layup in, scores it. First basket of the game. Lonzo Lewis with 2. We've got timeout on the floor with 7 minutes even to go. It's a Green Wave 2, Hayti 0. We'll be right back in just a minute. Wouldn't it be great to eliminate the stock market risk, enjoy safety of an FDIC insured account, and get a great interest rate? Currently at a high 4% APY, First National Bank's interest-based e-savings account is that account, with only a minimum opening deposit of just $500. Withdrawals and account transfers are made easily on a safe, secure site, and you never run the risk of losing money to stock market fluctuations. E-savings from First National Bank, member FDIC, the bank where you really are first.
You know, sometimes that's a pretty good strategy if you slow that ball down, but sometimes this Green Wave defense don't let you slow it down. They're not going to let you stand out there and just pass it around because that's their game, to try to slap the ball when it's passed and get it out in the open, and their quickness, somebody's there to pick it up, and they're gone with it.
Well, Hayti's trying to spread the floor.
Yes, they are.
So that way, if they get a drive, they're going to go in and take it. You can see that. Also, you just mentioned the Green Wave. Their defense is just so quick. They just hound you to death. They just wear on you. They're so quick. I've heard more people say there are quick teams, but this is one of the quickest they've ever seen. Ball passed down the court to Webster, and he puts up a shot. It does not draw any iron, and up to get that loose ball was Robert Eisen. Lewis with the ball. Hayti in a 1-2-2 zone, it looks like, Tommy.
Yes, it does.
At times it looks like a 1-3-1 or even a 3-2. But Cooper in the back now, I guarantee you he can cover a lot of ground.
Yes, he is.
Franks with the ball, gives it to Lewis. Lewis is going to drive the baseline, kicks it out to Eisen. Eisen just outside the free throw line, puts it up, in and out. Ball going up high that time is Gordon for the rebound for Hayti. Guyton with a basket, or Webster with the ball for the Hayti Indians. Hayti looks, nice drive that time. Good spin move by Webster. Put the ball shot up, would not go. Ball rebounded in there by Krigler, and a ball on the floor. Tried to get it to Lewis, but taken away by Gordon. Gordon to Presbury. Presbury down to Webster. Webster inside to the big man. Cooper, he puts it up, no good. Rebound Guyton. He has the ball slapped out of his hands, but will remain with the Hayti Indians under their basket.
A lot of action on that basket that time.
Yep. Hayti's going to crash the boards.
Yes,
you can see that. Webster with the ball. Going to drive that baseline. Tried to hit Presbury on the outside out there, and the ball tipped out of bounds by Lewis of the Green Wave. The ball will be inbounded on the side by the Hayti Indians. Presbury to inbound. Boy, got it right in the corner, doesn't he?
Yeah, right where they want him.
Right where they want it. And it stepped out of bounds, or knocked out of bounds by Krigler.
You know, there's two big guys in there, that Franks and that Cooper for Hayti. Them's two big men.
Cooper's got a little more size, weight-wise. He's thicker than Franks. Robbie Eisen that time with a steal, but a carry. A nice steal that time as he went high, and he's down on the floor. We hope he hadn't injured that ankle or knee. He's getting up. I guess he's pulling up his sock. He's okay. Presbury to inbound in backcourt for the Indians. Throws down to Cooper. Cooper to Webster. Webster goes down, loses it off his hands. Going to be out of bounds. Turnover to the Green Wave.
You know, you think he might have heard footsteps behind him that time. And I thought they had a layup there for a minute.
Sure.
Boy, that Ryan Krigler's quick. He can, they can beat him, but he'll change gears and get ahead of him. You know?
Well, that was a nice pass that Cooper gave to Webster. He just lost it off his fingertips. Like you said, he probably heard fingertips. Ball passed down in the corner to Lewis, and trying to skip pass it down there and threw it over his head is a nice try to save it.
Yeah.
But he tried to save it back to Krigler. Ball goes out of bounds. Hayti will inbound. 5:31 to go. If Hayti is wanting to slow it down, they've got the score right where they want it, except they're behind two. Presbury with the ball. Lewis is on him. Lewis trying to take it away. Presbury does a nice job coming across, drives in, puts it up, scores it. Tied game with 5:15 to go. Lewis with the ball. Over to Perkins. Perkins down in the corner to Krigler, down into Franks. Franks underneath the bucket, puts it up, scores it.
Well, that's where Franks can do some damage when he gets it under there. If he'll take it up, he's a strong young man.
Yeah, he's getting stronger too,
Sure
Tommy, and getting more confidence with the ball. Presbury has it. Gives it over to Gordon. Gordon to Guyton. And we're going to have a pushing foul on Robbie Eisen, his first foul of the game on either team. Coming into the game for the Green Wave is Quentin Gordon and Caleb Reed. Gordon back after knee surgery. He's got that right knee taped up just a little bit, but Alonzo Lewis with a steal. He's driving down, had the ball taken away, but foul that time on Webster of the Hayti Indians. First foul on Hayti. Going to line to shoot two is going to be Alonzo Lewis. Good to see Quentin Gordon back for the Green Wave.
It sure is. He played a little bit the other night and really played well.
Oh, did he?
Yes, he did.
Against Zenith?
Yes.
Lewis's first free throw up.
He stole the ball, and I know Coach Eisen was interested to see how this got, but he went off his right leg, or maybe right, I don't know, whichever leg he had surgery, and went up and went above the rim, and so I think he's figured I'm back.
Well, that right knee is bandaged, so I assume that he's wearing a brace on it. Trey Porter in for the Green Wave. Out is Robbie Eisen. Second one by Lewis, put up, scores it. Lewis has three. Green Wave on top, 5-2. Ball inbounded to Webster. Webster throws the ball away as Quentin Franks gets it to Gordon. Gordon throws inside to Porter, puts it up, scores it.
Nice pass.
Nice pass. Nice assist that time by Quentin Gordon. And we've got a foul on the floor on Caleb Reed. His first, Green Wave second. Hayti will keep possession with 4:27 to go in the first quarter. 7-2. Green Wave on top of the Hayti Indians. William Cooper with the ball. Back to Presbury. Reed is on him. Green Wave will get you from the time you come into the gym to the time you leave. Guyton's with the ball. Franks is on him.
Nice defense by
Good defense. Ball is going to be a backcourt violation on the Hayti Indians. What great pressure at time by Quentin Franks.
You bet. He was doing a nice job.
And you've got to say good staying with your man by the rest of the team, because there was nobody open for Guyton to throw to.
Off the ball defense, they look real good.
Here comes a young man that I thought did an outstanding job in the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. Antonio Eddings in for Quentin Franks, who's going to get a blow after that fine defensive job. Quentin Gordon with the ball down in the corner to Reed. Reed inside to Trey Porter, inside to Eddings, who passes over on a cutting Krigler. A nice passing and ball movement that time by the Green Wave. 9-2, 3:45 to go. Green Wave steal it. Eddings goes up with a shot. It's going to be fouled. I'll tell you, that guy, he played some ball up at that tournament.
Oh, he did. He sure did. The games I watched him, Bill, I think he played about as good as anyone I saw up there.
Foul at time on Jeffrey Guyton. Going to the line to shoot two for the Green Wave will be Antonio Eddings. 6'2" junior. Very, very strong. First one up will not go. Green Wave now 1 for 3 from the line.
You got Eddings and Trey Porter in the middle there. You got some muscle in there.
Second one up, scores it. 10-2. Hayti jumped out front, 2-0. Green Wave on a 10-0 run. Green Wave double teaming on the press. There's no place to go, but we got a timeout. A 20-second timeout called that time by Jeffrey Guyton, because he had nowhere to go. He was on the sideline, double team, and the Green Wave had their arms up. They weren't reaching for the ball.
I noticed that. That was great defense. Yep. You know, you have a tendency to want to try to reach in, slap it, but tell you what, they did the right thing. Just got them hands up, and when those two big guys are on you like that, it looks like there's 5 on you.
Well, with timeout on the floor with 3:42 to go in the first quarter, Green Wave 10, Hayti 2. Let's take a quick break. Tonight's game is also brought to you by Boomers Productions. The next time your company needs a commercial, safety, informational, or music video made, please contact Boomers Productions. Working with Malden Productions, we can produce your next video requirement. We also bring to your local news and programming as seen on Channel 21 and the New Wave Communications Network. We're currently seen in Bernie, Bloomfield, Essex, Campbell, Dexter, and Malden, and looking forward to serving more towns in Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas viewing area. Boomers Productions and Channel 21, your hometown channel. Call 281-2121 or visit our website at boomersproductions.com. Also, our toll-free number outside the Malden area, 877-566-2121.
Well, the game's picked up a little bit. Malden's had that little spurt there, run out there to a 10-2 lead, and well, what defense! And I'm sure Hayti has just not played anyone as quick and played as good as defense as Malden's played. And I think Hayti will make some adjustment. They'll start getting the ball down, get it worked around. If they can get it into the big man inside, Cooper now he's a big guy and he can do some damage in there. But I still think this game's going to pick up and be an interesting game to watch.
Well, you're right about Cooper being a big guy, but they got to get it down the floor to him. And,
so far, they hadn't got it down too many times.
No, and he's been coming down to helping them bring it down. Again, the Green Wave, and again, Hayti's ball handlers are doing a good job with the basketball. Green Wave just not letting them get any momentum built up to cross the center line.
And when they put somebody on the bench and bring somebody in, they don't lose anything.
No. The Green Wave go very deep. In for Matlock is in for Hayti, and we've got a foul. Matlock is in for Webster. Foul at time is on Ryan Krigler, his first. Green Wave's third. Webster puts the ball up, taken away by Gordon. He puts it up, no good, gets his own rebound, puts it up, and he's going to be fouled. Foul is going to be on Presbury. It's going to be his first. Hayti's third to go to the line to shoot two is going to be Quentin Gordon. Green Wave are taking the ball to the hole.
They sure are.
First one up, good.
Boy, sure glad to see that young man back.
Yep. Again, we're not picking on anything or anybody, okay? But Hayti, once they get the ball out of bounds on the sideline, are throwing it back toward the Green Wave's goal instead of throwing it toward their goal. They're going to have to get their offense out there. Second shot up, no good. Ryan Krigler with a great hustle. Picks the ball up. We got a foul on William Cooper. It's going to be his first. Fourth foul on the Hayti Indians. Taking the ball out underneath their bucket will be the Green Wave. Quentin Gordon will inbounds. Coming in will be Elwan Perkins. Coming in for Ryan Krigler for the Green Wave. Gordon to inbound. So we've got a violation as he stepped in bounds. He couldn't find anybody to throw to.
That was good defense that time.
Good defense, but Coach Ison's not happy at all.
No,
anytime they're in a man-to-man defense, pick and roll will get you an open man every time. Guyton with the ball. A ball batted down by Gordon. He's got it. He's going to drive in. Nice bounce pass over to Elwan. Elwan Perkins for two. Nice assist by Quentin Gordon, his second assist already in this game. Well, the press is just playing havoc with the Hayti Indians. As soon as I say that, Presbury dribbles down and makes it look easy. That's his second layup of the game. 13-4. Presbury has both baskets. Bounce pass down to Elwan, to Reed, to Gordon. Gordon driving, puts the ball over to Elwan. Elwan inside to Eddings. Eddings, nice spin move, puts it up, and we've got a walking call called on Antonio Eddings. I think the crowd that kind of disagreed with that, but
he had a better look than I did.
Oh, yeah. Going to throw the home run pass. It's going to be out of bounds, so the Green Wave will inbound under their own basket. What Hayti is doing, they're stacking everybody on their defensive end, trying to get a screen and break somebody long for what we call the old baseball pass or football pass, whatever you want to call it. Baseball, we used to call it baseball because you throw it like a baseball.
Right.
And, again, they had him open. They just overthrew him. Reed with the ball. Dribbles in the lane, puts it up, scores it. Caleb Reed with his first basket of the night. 15-4, 2:40 to go in the first period. Presbury with the ball. He's going to drive, and it's going to be off his leg, out of bounds. Green Wave will control at their defensive end. Alonzo Lewis back into the game. Going out is,
I don't know who's coming out.
Coming out's Quentin Gordon, finally.
I saw Quentin look like he was limping a little bit out there. I hope he didn't hurt that man.
I thought, with a 11-point lead, we didn't need to play 6-on-5 just yet.
No, not yet.
Antonio Eddings goes back and has a ball blocked that time. His shot blocked by Cooper. Presbury with the ball to Guyton. Guyton to Matlock. Matlock loses a handle on the ball. Green Wave got the numbers. L1 goes in, misses a layup, but tipped up by Alonzo Lewis. Lewis with 5 in the quarter, 17-4, 2 minutes exactly to go. Ball to Gordon. Gordon of Hayti now. That's Domestic Gordon. Ball slapped out of bounds by L1. L1 is a lot like his brother Nick. You put the ball in front of them, they're going to take it away.
That's exactly right. They're quicker than what they look like.
Yes, they are. Nick Perkins back in. Going out is Caleb Reed. Down in the corner, too. Matlock. Matlock driving the baseline. Puts it up. Ball slapped out. Alonzo Lewis on the move. He's going to put up a layup. Does not score it. Rebounded that time. We got a push foul on the floor now. We've got a push foul against Hayti. That foul is going to be on number 4, who is Jeffrey Guyton. That's his second. Hayti's 5th. Neither team in a 1-and-1. Robbie Ison back in for the Green Wave. Coming out is Trey Porter. Antonio Eddings will inbounds. Coming in for Hayti is number 21. That's Kevin Gilmore. And number 35, Jerome Covington. Tried to hit a breaking Alonzo Lewis that time. Missed him, but Nick Perkins picks up the loose ball. Ison with the ball. Throws it right to the new guy in the game, Jerome Covington. Puts it up and in. Covington in for 10 seconds. Already picked up 2 points. Lewis driving. Tried to put up a layup. Had it slapped away. And ball put up that time on a loose ball by Robbie Ison. His first 2 of the night. 19-6. 1:10 to go in his first period. Covington with the ball. Gets it down and taken away by Ison. Green Wave have it. Ison gets it over to Nick Perkins. Under a minute to go in his first period. Down to Eddings. Eddings is going to drive. We got a walking call. Took a little skip jump that time.
Yeah, he did.
55.7 seconds to go. 19-6. Green Wave on top of Hayti. First period. Hayti trying to slow the ball down has not worked. Of course, again, you've got to be extremely good at ball handling to do that. Whoa, Cooper with a drive. Now I want to tell you, that was a body going in, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
He gets up smiling. Oh, look at him. That's good attitude.
Yes,
I like that. Nick Perkins with the foul. His first. Going to line to shoot 2 for the Hayti Indians will be William Cooper. First shot, strips it. Coming in for Cooper is going to be Michael Vaughn. If he makes this one. Boy, Vaughn's got a build on him, doesn't he? Must be a football player.
He got some big arms, wide shoulders.
Second shot up, in and out. Rebounded that time by Eddings. Eddings with the ball. Throws it to Perkins. Perkins across the timeline. Greenway with the numbers. 3-2. L1 for the corner for 3. In and out. Rebound by Eddings off of his fingertips. Cooper has the ball. We're down to 35 seconds to go in the period. With the ball is Kevin Gilmore for Hayti. Throws the ball out of bounds with 29.3 seconds to go. The Green Wave on top 19-7. Coming in for Hayti will be Michael Vaughn, and going out is William Cooper. Green Wave with a chance to hold it for one, or if they get an open shot to go for it. What are you going to do, Tommy?
I think the Green Wave, I think they'll shoot the first good shot they have. I'll say that, and they'll probably work it.
Lewis is going to bring it out front, gives it to Ison. We're having a lot of fun doing this game with you tonight.
We have fun. It's a fun game. I believe they're going to go for one.
Lewis drives in, going to have a walking call. And he may have turned his ankle. Please don't have done that. He gets up limping a little bit, but I think he's okay. 7.3 seconds to go in the period. The ball to Covington. Back to Presbury. Again, we're down to 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Presbury puts up a long 3. It's not going to go as the horn goes off the end of the first period. It's a Green Wave 19, Hayti Indians 7. We'll be right back in just a minute. This game brought to you by your friends at New Wave Communications. New Wave is the local leader in communication and entertainment needs. Digital cable, telephone, high-speed data from one source. Call New Wave today to find out how you can save even more by bundling digital cable, telephone, and high-speed data.
Well, it's been a pretty good first quarter of basketball. You know, that I think Hayti did try to slow it down, but that Greenway defense wouldn't let them. And then Hayti made a little run, scored 7 points, 19-7. Malden defense just very good tonight. That, you know, that off the ball defense, you know, they're just covering the man up. And I tell you what, Malden has about 3 or 4 players: Caleb Reed, Alonzo Lewis, Quentin Gordon, and the Cregler boy. When that ball's on the ground and they pick it up, in one step they're wide open. You know, they've got it where most people pick it up, it takes them a step or two to get their momentum. They pick it up and they're gone, and they're 2 steps ahead of the man before he knows what's going on.
Well, scoring in the first quarter for the Green Wave: Caleb Reed with 2, Cregler with 2, Quentin Gordon with 1, L1 Perkins with 2, Alonzo Lewis with 5, Quentin Franks with 2, Trey Porter with 2, Robbie Ison 2, and Antonio Eddings 1. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 guys scoring in the first period for the Green Wave. For Hayti, you had Presbury with 4, Jerome Covington with 2, and William Cooper with 1. 19-7, second quarter, start of the game. We're here at the Malden Gym. If it's the first time you watched the game on Channel 21 from the Malden Gym, I think you will love the floor out there. It's just a beautiful, beautiful place to play. Ball's going to be turnover that time, as the pressure that time by the Green Wave defense caused that again. Ison to inbound, throws it back court to Lewis. Covington is on him. Hayti's gone to a man-to-man. Ison with the ball, gives it to Franks. Franks looks for someone to give it to, gives it to Nick Perkins. Nick Perkins inside the lane, kicks it over to Ison. Ison's going to drive, but he walked with the ball. Coming out is Presbury for the Hayti Indians. Ball thrown in to Webster. He has it stripped from him. Lewis with the ball down to Perkins. Perkins is going to put up a shot. It's going to be fouled. Nick Perkins will go to the line to shoot 2. He has not scored tonight.
That was those quick hands of Nick Perkins that caused that turnover right there.
He and Lewis both.
Yes, you bet. I'll tell you what, both them guys came down pretty hard out there.
Yes, they did. I was hoping he didn't hurt his wrist. Malden's going to be in the 1-and-1 as Nick Perkins goes to the line. Foul that time was on Dominique Webster, his second. He's going to go line to shoot 2 because they're not in 1-and-1 yet. First shot up, scores it. The next time they will be in the 1-and-1. Perkins got a great shot. And I enjoy watching the Perkins guys shoot for Malden. Got good wrist action, good form. Covington with the ball for Hayti Indians. Ball given to Webster. Lewis is on him. I want to tell you that. I'll tell you, I'm just glad Webster's out there, not Hampton.
Me too, Bill. Look at this.
I tell you, they're so quick. It's just unbelievable. Covington with the ball. Ball taken away by Franks. He's going to throw it the length of the floor to Lewis. Lewis is going to put it back. He's going to try to give it to Ison. He's going to have a foul on the floor. Foul is going to be on Webster. It's going to be his third. Going to the line to shoot a 1-and-1 will be Lewis.
Tell you what, those guys, those Malden defense, they just all over you. They don't give you time to breathe, think, or anything else. Coach Ice has got to be happy with the defense.
Sure. William Cooper coming back into the game for the Hayti Indians. Going out, it's going to be Dominique Webster with 3 fouls. Lewis is 1 for 2 from the line. First shot up, he scores it, or his shot up. Now he gets the bonus. Lewis was 6. I enjoyed the interviews that we did with yourself and Jim Hall and Terry Turlington wrapping up the Bloomfield tournament. Turlington was talking about Lewis says, I'm sure, he just dominates if he's in the lunchroom and whatnot. Said, I'm sure he just dominates in there. He never says a word.
No, he just
couldn't believe it. Hayti with the ball. Ball thrown to Cooper off his shoulder. He was going to had dunking on his mind before he caught it, but then the Green Wave had it go off their shoulder. So Hayti will maintain possession with the ball under their own bucket. 23-7, 6:55 to go in this second period. Cooper was going to bring the crowd to its feet. Guyton to inbound. He's going to call a timeout. Couldn't find anybody to give it to, so with 6:55 to go in the second period, Green Wave 23, Hayti 7. We'll be right back.
My name is Shane Talbert. I chose Three Rivers Community College because it's a great place to start.
At TRCC, I'm getting the same general education classes offered at a four-year college, but here they cost a lot less. Classes are small, so I can get individual attention, and the teachers are great. I'm getting a quality education at an affordable price, and I'm close to home.
TRCC, it's a great place to start.
Call 1-877-TRY-TRCC or click on www.trcc.edu.
I'll tell you what, that time, as you say, Cooper already had dunk on his mind, and I did too there for a minute, but I tell you what, this Quentin Franks was quick. He got back there, and I think the guy heard him coming and just took his eye off the ball a little bit and went into bleachers. He is a big young man, and Hayti got the ball back out of bounds, but Malden covered him up, and they couldn't find anybody to pass to, so they called a quick timeout. And Coach down here is having a pretty good discussion with them.
Well, Coach Taylor works hard.
Yes, he does.
And I told him before the game, I said, now he does have and there is a lot of talent on that team. They just haven't put it together.
Right.
And they're just, finding that person that wants to take charge. The Green Wave rely on Lonzo Lewis a lot. And he's not the only leader out there, but it seems like he is the go-to guy if they get down or get in a quick hurt there. And he's, and we're not trying to put the monkey on his back or everybody else think that we're, pushing Alonzo Lewis. That's just what we see, and you have to have a floor leader, and he's a guy that holds that glue together.
You bet, and I tell you what, all the players look to him, and they're all the supporting cast. They just gel together.
Hayti trying to get the ball in against that Green Wave defense. This is the third time now they're trying to get it in. Cooper and Franks going against each other. I tell you, Green Wave with a man-to-man. Hayti going with a stack along the free throw lane. Ball thrown inbounds and then tipped back out of bounds. And standing out of bounds was Jerome Covington, as he was the inbounds person. He didn't step back in, right. So he out of bounds, turnover to the Green Wave. Lewis with the ball. Covington's on him. Hayti in a man-to-man. Green Wave getting ready to send in two. Franks with the ball. He's at the top of the key. Cooper's on him. Ball given to Eisen. Eisen's going to put up a 16-foot jump shot. Scores it. Robbie Eisen that time. His second bucket of the game. First of the second quarter. Gives him 4 for the night. Guyton with the ball for Hayti. Still has the ball. Eisen's on him. Ball to Gilmore. Inside to Cooper. Cooper going against Franks, and we're going to have a holding foul on Quentin Franks. His first. Green Wave's fifth. Coming in for the Green Wave will be Elwan Perkins, Caleb Reed, Trey Porter. Going out is Nick Perkins, Ryan Krigler, and Robbie Eisen. Ball inbounded to Gilmore. Gilmore tries to throw the ball over to Michael Vaughn, and he tips the ball across the center line, so backcourt violation against the Hayti Indians. Green Wave up 25-7 with 5:55 to go in this period. Gilmore with the steal that time for Hayti, and then Quentin Franks with the steal. Gives the ball to Elwan Perkins. To Reed. Reed back to Perkins, and Perkins loses the ball out of bounds, but the ball tipped out by Hayti. Last touch by Cooper. Green Wave will inbound under their own bucket. Elwan Perkins to trigger the inbounds. Ball goes in the corner to Lewis. Lewis going to drive to the center of the lane, puts it up, or gives it over to Quentin Franks. Franks is going to put it up and score it, go to the line to try to get the conventional three. Nice assist that time by Alonzo Lewis. He creates a lot of things, Tommy, when he has the ball.
Yeah, I tell you what he does. He'll drive in there. He still sees the floor. He'll dish it off that open man, or he'll take it up and put it in the hole. I tell you what, he's just a fine point guard.
Michael Vaughn with his first foul. Frank's first shot up, or his shot up, no good. We've got a foul that time on Elwan Perkins, being on the back of Michael Vaughn. It's Elwan's first foul. The next foul on the Greenway will send Hayti to the line for a 1-and-1. Presbury with the ball. Gives it over to Covington. Covington across the timeline. 27-7. Green Wave up 20 with 5:05 to go in the second period. Guyton with the ball. Gives it to Presbury. Presbury's going to drive. As the ball slapped out by Caleb Reed. The foul's going to be on Reed. Caleb Reed with a hacking foul. That's his call for a hacking foul. That's his second foul. And going to the line for a 1-and-1 will be Presbury. Coming in for the Green Wave is Quentin Gordon, Trey Porter, and Antonio Eddings.
Antonio Eddings, yeah. You know, if Elwan Perkins gets hot from that three-point line, we've watched him. He's got a nice shot.
Yes, he does. Presbury's first free throw up, scores it. He now gets the bonus. First points of the quarter for Hayti. Green Wave's defense has been outstanding tonight.
It sure has.
They've just not allowed Hayti. Oh, nice tip up at time by Vaughn. Would not go. Green Wave with the ball. Gordon has it. Down to Elwan, down to Porter, back to Elwan for three. Puts it up. No good. Rebounded long. Reed with a hustling rebound. Kicks it down to Porter and off his fingertips. Trey knows he should have had it.
Yeah.
It was a hard pass in there, but he went out, thanked him for throwing the ball.
Sure did.
My fault. Vaughn with the ball. Going to be bumped that time by Antonio Eddings. It's going to be Eddings' first foul. Going to the line to shoot a 1-and-1 will be the Hayti Indians. Michael Vaughn is the recipient of the free throw. Both teams with 8 fouls, 4:31 to go in this second period. Again, glad you joined us on Channel 21. Hayti's in black, Green Wave in gold. Free throw put up, no good. Long rebound that time to Covington. Covington tried to hit Cooper inside, the ball taken away. Green Wave have it, Reed's off and running, gives the ball back to Eddings. Eddings goes up for a layup and is going to be fouled. Foul's going to be on Covington, number 35, his first. The line to shoot a 1-and-1's Antonio Eddings. He's 1 for 2. That coming in the first period. Next foul on Hayti will send Malden to the line for a double bonus.
Yeah. Well, the kids are having fun tonight, Bill, out here. The student body's into it. Carl Bobby and his bunch down there, the Malden Rowdies, they're getting after it.
Well, Antonio was going up for the shot. I tell you what, I need to wake up, don't I? He got 2 shots. Missed his first one, his second one up. No good. Rebound that time by Hayti. That one way off the mark.
I think so.
It just glanced off the rim there. Guyton with the ball. Reed, that time just a little too much aggressiveness creates a foul. Coming into the game is going to be Quentin Franks, going out as Antonio Eddings. Caleb has 3 fouls now. Going to the line for the 1-and-1 will be Jerome Covington. He will be shooting a 1-and-1. Next foul on either team will send the other team to the line for the double bonus, Tommy. Covington's first free throw up, scores it, gets the bonus. Lonzo Lewis in, Caleb Reed out. Reed just a little too aggressive
Yes, he
that
was.
time.
Just a little bit too much. That's right.
Tell you what, though, he had the right thing in mind. I'm
Yes,
going to
he
steal
did.
it, and I'm going to the other
That's
end. Next free throw, no good. Rebound that time by Franks. He gives the ball to Lewis. Lewis down the sideline, pulls it back. 4 minutes to go in this second period, 27-9. Green Wave on top. Green Wave has scored 8. Hayti 2 in this period. Porter with the ball to Franks. Franks tries to bounce it down to L1. The ball taken away. Cooper down on the drive, puts it up, blocked by Franks. Cooper was off balance
He
that
sure
time,
was.
and Franks timed that ball perfect.
Cooper
Fans
good.
like
Cooper
it.
clapped for him.
He
Told
sure
him
did.
nice block.
Yep.
Very
Okay.
good sportsmanship.
I like it. I like that young man's attitude.
I do too. Yeah.
Now look who's guarding him.
Trey's looking
Trey
at him.
Porter.
Looking him in the
He
chest.
sure is.
Trey's gonna stick with him too.
Well, Franks is out of the game after that block. Covington with the ball for the Hayti Indians. 3.5 minutes to go. Covington drives, puts up a running layup, no good. Ball tipped around and ball tipped out. Eddings has it. Kicks it over to Lewis. Lewis goes in for the leg up, scores it. Nice teamwork that time
Sure
by the
was.
Green Wave. Eddings tipped the ball and kept her alive, and nice pass over to the open Lonzo Lewis. That going up that time is Vaughn for a layup, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. He's 0 for 1 from the line so far. Has not scored in this game. The foul is on Elwan Perkins, his second. First free throw up will not go. Elwan out, Nick in. Second one up short, rebounded by out of bounds that time off of William Cooper. Nice hustle
Sure
on his
was.
part.
Tell you
And
what, I'm like you. I like Cooper. He's a nice player.
he just, he's, I like his attitude.
Uh-huh.
Sure. He could get real mean. As big as
Yeah,
he is,
he's
and boy, I
big
tell you
about
what, you wouldn't want to see that.
No.
But, I think he plays aggressive enough, but yet he enjoys the game. Backdoor pass that time intended for Nick Perkins. Taken away by Cooper. Gives the ball quickly to Presbury. Presbury down the floor. Gives back to Cooper. Cooper's going to drive, but ball, Nick Perkins on him. Try to kick it down inside to an open Presbury. We've got a foul on the play. Foul is on Trey Porter, his first. Going to the line to shoot 2 is going to be William Cooper. He's 1 for 2 from the line. Yeah, he's the type of guy, I guarantee you, if he got real aggressive and whatnot, I believe he could dominate.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a nice sized young man now.
Yes, he is. His first free throw up will not go.
And the bad thing about it for these area schools, the young man's just a junior.
Yes. Second shot up won't go. Rebounded Nick Perkins. Perkins with the ball. Green Wave on the run. Kick it down to Lewis. What? Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
what a pass
Oh my
from John.
goodness. I hope we can get a replay of that.
We got to have a replay.
What a
on that
nice
one.
pass. But Nick Perkins, but way up in the air that time above the rim was Alonzo
It sure
Lewis.
was.
What a nice controlled tip he catch and put in. He had Cooper inside, puts it up, no good. Eddings with the rebound. 31-9 with 2:15 to go. Green Wave on the run. They've got the numbers. 4-3 to Lewis. He puts it up. Ball blocked out. Nick Perkins with the ball, backs it out. Ball tried to hit Porter with it and kicked out or knocked out of bounds that time by Michael Vaughn. Coming in for the Green Wave. Robbie Eisen. Going out is Antonio Eddings. Trey Porter to inbound for the Green Wave. What a nice play. I tell you what,
That
I
was
hope David hears that and we can get a replay of that.
Too. As you said, man, Alonzo was up above the rim, and that was a beautiful pass.
Covington with the steal. Hayti has it. Ball stolen back by Nick Perkins. Whoa! Covington's going to foul Perkins.
Tell you what,
His
it's getting
second.
pretty rough out there on some of these fouls. But what do we say about Nick Perkins? They lay that ball out
That's
there.
right.
Nick takes away from him.
Go ahead, Tommy, take this, and let me write David a note here.
Okay, well, Nick Perkins will be going to the line. The Greenway leading 31-9. Nick will be shooting 2. First one's up and in. Nick is a 5'10 junior. Started for the Greenway tonight. Started about every game this year. Very fine player, very nice young man. Second shot up, good. Hayti throws it in, knocked out of bounds by Alonzo Lewis. This Alonzo Lewis is so quick, it's just unreal. If you hadn't watched this Greenway team play and watch these quick players, you need to come out and watch them. Malden's Ison's waved his boys back and told them to get back and pick them up half court.
Take the press off with 2 minutes to go in the second period,
that's
33-9.
He's a classy coach.
We've got a reach-in foul that time by the Greenway. Foul's going to be on Nick Perkins, his second. The line to shoot 2 for the Hayti Indians beat Jerome Covington. He's 1 for 2 from there tonight. Go ahead, Tommy. I'll let you talk.
That's all right. Hayti looking for the 10th point of the night. Free throws up, no good.
Want to get this note to David Black whenever he's recapturing this game to see if he can't get us a replay of that pass and layup Greenway just put.
Covington's next shot up is up and in. That gives a 33-10 Greenway. Here comes Quentin Gordon down court, looks over, kicks it back out. Three-pointer by Nick Perkins. It was on track, no good.
Rebound that time, Michael Vaughn by Hayti. Guyton with the ball. 1:40 to go in this second period, 33-10.
Nice move.
Nice drive, nice put up that time by the sophomore, or by the junior, Domestic Gordon, his first bucket of the night, 33-12. Perkins has a shot put up, and it's blocked. And boy, I tell you, Guyton got it right in the head. Caught an elbow.
Yeah, he did.
Presbury with the ball for Hayti. Greenway in a zone. We're going to have a foul that time on Quentin Gordon. Going to be his first foul. Greenway have backed off that press. Hayti looks like they've picked up a little momentum here.
Sure have.
Michael Vaughn to the line. He's 0 for 3 tonight from that line. He'll shoot 2. They're in the Hayti in the double bonus. First shot up, no good. Ryan Krigler back in for the Green Wave. Coming out is Quentin Gordon. Coming in for Hayti will be William Cooper. He's coming in for the shooter. Shot up, no good. Rebounded long that time. That's twice that's happened.
Sure has.
Ball put up by Gordon, and he misses. We've got a foul again.
Coach Ison don't like that.
Robert
That's 2 or
Ison.
3 times that's happened. That ball's come up and
Right.
they've got the rebound. I think he's going to send in Quentin Franks.
Robbie Ison called for the foul that time. Presbury to the line to shoot 2. He's 1 for 2 in this game from the line. Shot up, will not go. Cooper in for Michael Vaughn. Robbie Ison out, Quentin Franks in. David Black just came into the game, picked up the first half tape to get that captured for us. Second shot up, no good. Nick Perkins with the rebound. Throws the ball down to Ryan Krigler. Krigler tries to get over to Franks, but the ball taken away in there by the Hayti Indians. That was Jerome Covington. Gives the ball over to Jeffrey Guyton. Cooper with the ball. Ball out of bounds off the Hayti Indians with 47.6 seconds to go.
Oh, I guess they've changed the call.
They said out of bounds on the Green Waves.
Hayti stepping out to kick the ball in.
William Cooper with the ball, has the ball slapped out of his hand, he gets it back. Puts up a shot for the corner, no good. Rebounded that time high by Presbury, puts it up, scores it.
Presbury got in the air that time,
Sure
got
did.
that ball.
Presbury with his third bucket, has 7 on the night. Nick Perkins with the ball. Going to put it up from 3. Scores it.
Nice shot from Nick Perkins from the outside.
Perkins with 7. 4 of those free throws, 1 field goal. Under 20 seconds to go in this first half. Ball down to Gordon for the Hayti Indians. He goes inside, puts up a layup, scores it. Domestic Gordon with his second bucket. Ball down to Lewis. He puts it up, and the foul's going to be on the floor. Bucket's not going to count with 6.4 seconds to go. The line to shoot 2 for the Greenway will be Alonzo Lewis. A foul that time on Jeffrey Guyton, his third. Lewis has 11 in this first half, Tommy. He's got 4 field goals, 3 free throws. First free throw up, scores it. Just a pretty all-around solid good ball player, isn't he?
You bet he is. And he's created so much.
Second one up, scores it. 5 for 6 from the line tonight. Again, under 10 seconds, right there at 5 seconds to go. Green Wave don't need to create a foul at time, and then just as soon as I say that, guess what happens? Call for the foul at times. Alonzo Lewis, his first. Go to the line with 0.4 of a second to go. Will be Presbury. Denzel Presbury, he's a sophomore. He's 1 for 3 from the line. He'll shoot 2. You know what? They may be calling 3 because he was outside the 3-point line. Coach Taylor said, you got to be kidding. He was beyond the line. He's going to put it up. So first shot up, he scores it. Second one up, rolls off the rim as the horn goes off to end the first half. It's the Malden Greenway 38, the Hayti Indians 17. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back with you. Wouldn't it be great to eliminate the stock market risk, enjoy safety of an FDIC insured account, and get a great interest rate? Currently at a high 4% APY, First National Bank's interest-based e-savings account is that account, with only a minimum opening deposit of just $500. Withdrawals and account transfers are made easily on a safe, secure site, and you never run the risk of losing money to stock market fluctuations. E-savings from First National Bank, member FDIC, the bank where you really are first.
Well, it's been a fun first half. Malden up 38-17. Malden probably would have been up more, but the class coach Robert Eisen has backed that defense off, had them pick them up half court instead of pressing them full court. And it's just been a nice first half. Malden's missed some easy shots, but they basically played pretty good. Hayti's played some pretty good defense, too. You know, Malden has missed some easy shots, but Hayti had a little bit to do with that. And Malden's defense, just typical Malden defense, played very, very good. Play off the ball good, get it and go. Lonzo Lewis, he'll grab that ball and away he'll go, and he sees the floor very well. There's been a lot of players, about everybody to come off the bench for the Greenway has contributed one way or another. Hayti's played a nice first half. I look for this thing. I don't know if it'll tighten up much, but it's going to be a good second half to watch. And if people hadn't watched this Malden Greenway team here, and Malden need to get out and support this 14-0 Malden Greenway, ranked 6th in the state, first in SEMO. Friday night's homecoming. It would be a good time to see nothing but green in this gymnasium. Show these young people, wherever you're from, whether you're from Malden or anywhere, show these young people that you appreciate the hard work they do. They get out here and they practice and they come out and play their game. So get out and support your local teams. I tell you what, these young people appreciate it.
Well, somewhere here, Tommy, I'm off. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm fine now. I've got the halftime stats for the Hayti Indians with 17 points in the half. Here's the way the scoring goes. Denzel Presbury had 8 for Hayti. He was 2 for 5 from the free throw line. Michael Vaughn did not score. He was 0 for 5 from the line. Jerome Covington has 4 points. He's 2 for 4 from the line. William Cooper with 1 point. He's 1 for 4 from the line. And Domestic Gordon, 4 points, gives a total of 17. Now, in that first half, 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17 free throws shot by Hayti, and they were, looks like 5 for 17. The fouls for Hayti: Dominique Webster with 3, Jeffrey Guyton with 3, Denzel Presbury with 1, Michael Vaughn with 2, Jerome Covington with 1, William Cooper with 1. For the Malden Green Wave, a lot of scoring by a lot of players. Balanced scoring all the way across. Caleb Reed with 2 points, Ryan Krigler with 2 points, Nick Perkins with 7, Quentin Gordon with 1, Elwan Perkins with 2, Alonzo Lewis with 13, Quentin Franks with 4, Trey Porter with 2, Robbie Ison with 4, Antonio Eddings with 1. Green Wave 11 for 17 from the free throw line. Much better shooting by the Green Wave as a team in this game. Foul-wise, Caleb Reed with 3. With 2 fouls are Nick Perkins, Elwan Perkins, and Robbie Ison with 1 foul each. Antonio Eddings, Trey Porter, Quentin Franks, Quentin Gordon, Alonzo Lewis, and Ryan Krigler. Tommy, your thoughts on that first half? Any more thoughts about what you just got through talking about?
Well, not taking anything away from Hayti. Hayti is playing the best they can. Malden just got a tremendous bench, tremendous players, quick. Robert Ison has those kids playing tremendous defense. I mean, they're just getting after them. And Hayti just had trouble getting that ball down. That's all it was to it. They don't have the ball handlers that they need to have. And once Malden backed up, and they got into the zone, and they got to bring the ball down, they worked it down and played pretty well and picked up a few points. But it's been a good first half. It was a fun first half, and it's good to see young people like the William Cooper for Hayti. It's good to see the attitude like he's got, fine attitude, smile, and it's just good to watch young people like that play.
Well, Tommy, we'll be back to do the second half here in just a moment. Sit back, folks, and hear a word from our sponsors.
My name is Shane Talbert. I chose Three Rivers Community College because it's a great place to start.
At TRCC, I'm getting the same general education classes offered at a four-year college, but here they cost a lot less. Classes are small, so I can get individual attention, and the teachers are great. I'm getting a quality education at an affordable price, and I'm close to home.
TRCC, it's a great place to start.
Call 1-877-TRY-TRCC or click on www.trcc.edu.
The fans are just kind of mingling around. I mean, it's a game that's hard to get into,
right.
But yet on the other hand, the Hayti Indians are doing everything they can do. I mean, the Green Wave were just quick, bench-wise. We got so many that come off that bench and do extremely well. Haiti's got some kids coming off that bench doing a good job. This game brought to you by your friends at New Wave Communications. New Wave is the local leader in communication and entertainment needs. Digital cable, telephone, high-speed data from one source. Call New Wave today to find out how you can save even more by bundling digital cable, telephone, and high-speed data.
Yeah, and when you play a team like Malden, you can only do so much. I tell you, they just keep throwing talent at you and throwing talent. And this is one of the years when Malden happens to have all this talent. This thing can turn around in a few years. It could be the Hayti team being like Malden, And Malden's just this group of kids, just very talented, and they got it together this year, and they're playing very hard. And Hayti is hanging in there, 17 points. They're doing the best they can. And, they need a good – if Hayti had and nothing against their ball players, but if they had a good ball handler, it'd sure help. And they just have some trouble handling the ball.
Tonight's game is also brought to you by Boomers Productions. The next time your company needs a commercial, safety, informational, or music video made, please contact Boomers Productions. Working with Malden Night Productions, we can produce your next video requirement. We also bring to your local news and programming as seen on Channel 21 and the New Wave Communications Network. We're currently seen in Bernie, Bloomfield, Essex, Campbell, Dexter, and Malden, and looking forward to serving more towns in Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas viewing area. Boomers Productions and Channel 21, your hometown channel. Call 281-2121 or visit our website at boomersproductions.com. Also, our toll-free number outside the Malden area, 877-566-2121. Well, I had a wrong stat on Hayti. They shot 18 free throws and hit 5. And you're not going to win many ball games or be in many ball games when you're 5 for 18 from the free throw line.
That's exactly right. I knew they went to the line several times, but they're going to have to hit a little higher percentage to be in a ball game.
Skeeter-Kell Sporting Goods. Call Kenneth Store at 888-6678 or Lloyd Rice at 576-4471. Nike, Adidas, Russell, any and all kinds of major brand names and your favorite sporting goods. New location in Kennett at 1300 Industrial Drive. That's Skeeter Kell Sporting Goods in Kennett. We're wearing vests tonight from Skeeter Kell. Give them a call or stop by the Kennett store for all your sporting goods needs.
But it's been a fun ball game to watch, and it's probably pick up his second half, you know. And I hate to keep just talking about that one player, but that William Cooper, you know, he's just a pleasure to watch it. And you know, he'll go down, he'll foul, he'll smile, he'll help the players up. He just a fine young man, I believe. You know, he just seems to be.
Yep, he's got a good attitude.
Yes, he does. And it'd be fun to coach some young people like that. And Malden kids, you know, they're smiling tonight. They're playing hard. You know, they hate to pick up those fouls, but, you know, the referee's been watching them pretty close. When you play as aggressive as Malden does, you're going to foul.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Well said. Well, we're getting ready for second half action 38-17. Green Wave on top. Green Wave will go back with their original lineup. Nick Perkins, Alonzo Lewis, Ryan Krigler, Quentin Franks, and Robbie Eisen. Hayti is going with a little different look up. They've got Cooper in. They've got Matlock. They've got Webster. They've got Covington. And Vaughn. So Hayti back into a man-to-man. I guess we can sit down now. We've stretched here.
Well, that felt pretty good.
It sure did. Sure did. Again, we appreciate the cooperation with the Malden school system and helping us get all set up and bringing you this game. Ryan Krigler with the first bucket of the second half for the Green Wave, his fourth of the night. Green Wave have gone back to the man-to-man press. With the ball is Matlock. Gets the ball to Webster. Webster has it. Comes Jerry Johnson with a Mountain Dew. Robbie Eisen with a steal. He's got one thing on his mind. Gives the ball down to Lewis, and ball passed out of bounds. Will go over to the Hayti Indians. He was going to try to get a breakaway slammer that time.
Yeah,
that would have excited the crowd.
Had to brought him to life.
Yep.
Everybody's kind of relaxing here now.
Green Wave are going to intercept as Franks has it down to Nick Perkins. Perkins to Lewis. Out front is Eisen. He missed the shot, crashed the board, tried to get his rebound. Instead, he tipped it around, and Green Wave get the ball back. So good hustle by Eisen on the miss. Ball passed over to Franks off his fingertips. With the ball is Vaughn. Vaughn's going to drive the length of the floor, puts it up. Foul's going to be on Robbie Eisen, his third. Vaughn will go to the line to shoot two. Nice takeaway that time by Michael Vaughn of Hayti. Now he is 0 for 5 from the free throw line. Trey Porter getting ready to check in along with Antonio Eddings. Shot up, in and out. Eisen and Franks are coming out. Malden will go with a little smaller lineup. But Porter plays very tall.
Yes, he does. He's smart in there. He's really smart. Coach having a little powwow with these big men down there. But Porter is smart. You know, he'll keep him in on his back and rebounding.
Vaughn hits his second one. Green Wave with the ball. Perkins has it. He's going to put up a three. Scores it.
They back off from you. He just stuck it up there for 3 points.
Soft shot.
Sure is.
Got the roll. Matlock with the ball. Going to drive in. Take it away by Porter, and Krigler is going to be called for walking. Nice takeaway that time. Just a little off balance. Got called for walking. 43-18 with 6:41 to go in the third period. Matlock with the ball. Krigler's on him. I tell you what, they're so quick. And he dribbled a ball off his fingertips out of bounds, turned over to the Green Wave. I tell you what, you say he's quick. Every one of them out there.
Yes, they are.
And even Hayti. I mean, these guys are so quick today, so agile, so athletic. They just move so easily. Ball that time, Lewis going to put up a shot within the lane, and he was fouled that time by Jerome Covington, his second.
Now, you know, Hayti's got, like you say, Hayti's quick.
They're quick.
Boy, they're up, both teams up and down the court.
Krigler to inbound. Inbounds to Eddings. Eddings puts it up, will not go. Tipped up by Porter, will not go. Eddings with the ball, goes straight up with it, scores it. Antonio Eddings with his first field goal. He has 3 now. Krigler going to be called for a push foul. Stuck myself with the pencil. Sorry for whistling your all's ear, but stuck myself. Caleb Reed into the game along with Elwan Perkins and Quentin Gordon. Going out is Krigler, Nick Perkins, And Lonzo Lewis. Look at Lewis. He doesn't want to come out. Look at him.
No,
grimace. Hey,
Alonzo wants to stay out there and play.
I want to tell you, he wants to play another one. When this is over, let's play another one.
Yeah, play 2 tonight.
That's right. Webster with the ball. We're going to have a kicking foul that time on Elwan Perkins with 6:11 to go in the third period. 45-18, Green Wave on top. Inbounding for Hayti will be Jerome Covington. Covington gets the ball to Matlock. Matlock still the ball. Reed on him. Gets it out to Vaughn. Antonio Eddings on him. I tell you, Eddings is a big guy, and he is quick.
Yes, he is.
Running jump shot that time put up by Matlock. Rebounded in there by Porter. Porter with the ball.
Porter comes out with the ball, too.
Yes, he does. Gordon to Eddings. Eddings puts it up. No good. Rebound that time by Gordon. Gordon puts it up, scores it.
Nice shot.
Quentin Gordon with his first field goal of the game, and he has 3 on the night. Webster with the ball for Hayti. 47-18. 5.5 minutes to go in the third period. Cooper with a nice spin move, puts it up and in.
That was a nice move.
That was a very quick move by the big guy. I mean, when he got it, he just spun real quick. Nice move.
Big time move.
Nice pass that time by Reed to Eddings. Eddings 2 in a row. He has 5 now on the night. Good assist by Caleb Reed. Covington with the ball for Hayti, 49-20. We're under 5 minutes to go in the third period. Webster has it. Ball taken away by Eddings. Malden with a 2-on-1. Ball. Eddings kept the ball, put it up. It's going to be fouled. A blocking foul that time. Going to be called on Webster. It's going to be his 4th. Going to the line to shoot 2 for the Green Wave will be Antonio Eddings.
Eddings looks over to Hyson. Hyson made the gesture. Dish it off. But tell you what, Antonio Eddings is playing a nice game.
He, we alluded to it in the first half. He played a great tournament up at Bloomfield. I haven't got to see the young man play that much, and he did a real nice job. First free throw up and in. Coming out is Webster. Coming in for him is Denzel Presbury. Ison will come in for Eddings at the next, if he makes his free throw, or at the next dead ball. Second shot up, scores it. Eddings with 6 in the quarter, 7 in the game. Coach Ison's talking to him about holding that ball and not passing over to the open man. And that's just good coaching, and Eddings is listening to him, okay?
Good coaching, and it's good of the players standing there because he knows coach telling for the old good.
Gilmore with the ball. Elwan Perkins called, I think, with a kicking foul at time. Kicked the ball.
I think that's right.
51-21, 4:35 to go. Inbounding for Hayti is Michael Vaughn. Gives the ball to Gilmore. Gilmore's going to drive the lane. We got a foul that time on Quentin Gordon. A blocking foul. His second. Green Wave's third of the quarter, or third of the half. Kevin Gilmore to the line to shoot 2. His first one up, in and out. Hayti has not had a good percentage from the free throw line tonight. Not picking on them, just telling you just the way it is. Second one up, scores it. Hayti with a takeaway. Ball put up that time by Covington. Rebounded long that time to Vaughn. Vaughn to Gilmore. Gilmore's going to drive the lane. He's at the free throw line. Looks for someone to pass to, and the ball taken away by Quentin Gordon. We're going to have a foul on Michael Vaughn, his third. Green Wave will take the ball out of bounds. I want to tell you, it's a good foul because we're getting ready to have a breakaway layup.
We're going to have a rim shaker going on down there.
Thunder night.
I guarantee you it would have been.
Reed with the ball with 4:10 to go in this third period. Reed kicks over to Ison. Ison's at the top of the key. Passes the ball over to Elwan. Elwan Perkins with the ball to Porter. Porter still with the ball. Gives it to Caleb. Caleb Reed now drives, stops, puts up a 12-footer. No good. Rebound that time by Porter. Porter loses a handle on the ball, out of bounds off of Michael Vaughn. Greenway will control under their own bucket, up by 30, 51-21 with 3:44 to go. Porter looks for someone to pass to, or Quentin Gordon looks for someone to pass to, kicks it out to Porter, and Porter then gives it to Ison, back in to Porter, puts it up, scores it.
That's a nice move.
Nice movement that time on the Greenway. Trey Porter with his 4th point of the night. First bucket of the second half, his 4th point of the night. Presbury with the ball. Has the ball taken away by Reed. Malden on a run. Ball given to Ison. Ison goes
there.
down.
It is. That was the rim shaker we were talking about. It brought the crowd alive.
Yep. Everybody's excited now.
Tell you what, the Greenway lull has really come alive on that dunk by Ison. And Hayti shot the ball back down court, though, and Quentin Gordon putting pressure on the man out front. Take it away.
Moving, ball taken away by Trey Porter. Porter with the ball. Greenway 5-on-1. Ball to Ison. Puts it up, scores it.
Now that was a nice move. They had the numbers. They just kept dishing it around. They stopped, shot a little
5-on-1. 57-21 with 2.5 minutes to go in this third period. Greenway up by 36. Just having the will of Hayti.
That's right. Just having their way.
Cooper inside. Nice spin move. Puts it up. Porter going to be called for the foul. His second, going to line to shoot 2, will be William Cooper. Cooper is 1 for 4 from the line. He has 3 points. I guarantee you, though, he could play for me.
Yes, sir. I tell you what, he has got some good moves in there. You know, he keeps working this summer. And later in the year, he's going to be something to deal with. He has got a good first step in there.
Well, they haven't given him the ball because, one, they haven't had a chance to give him the ball. Greenwave have been on them.
Can't get it down to give it to him.
That's right. Greenwave have been on him. Now, Hayti is sending in a whole new crop other than Cooper, and somebody will be coming in for him. So we'll be calling those guys' names off to you as soon as we can. We've got Ronaldo Stewart. We've got Stanrique Matlock. Cooper's second shot up. Throws off the rim. Rebound that time by Ison. Also in is Jamestic Gordon. Ball down to Porter. Oh, nice feed back to Quentin Gordon and off his fingertips. Coming in for Hayti is going to be Shandon Wall, and coming out is William Cooper. Also in for Hayti is Lorenzo Jackson, number 45. So I think we've got everybody announced. In for Hayti. Jackson's to inbound. Ball taken away by Porter. Puts it up. No good, but he's going to be fouled. Foul at time is going to be on Shandon Wall, his first. Hayti's third of the half. The line to shoot 2 will be Trey Porter.
You know, there's a lot of players from Malden just does so many things that don't show up in the scorebook. Trey Porter, Caleb Reed, some of them guys just play tremendous defense and always seems to be in the right spot, you know, to slap the ball away or intercept a pass.
Porter's first shot up, good. His second shot up, short, rolls off the rim. Rebound that time by Hayti. With the ball is Jackson. Jackson then throws down into the corner. A shot put up by Stewart, no good. Rebound that time by Gordon. He put it up, no good. Got the deflection, put it up, deflected again. Ball down in the corner too. Jackson puts it up, it's blocked. Ball taken away by the Green Wave. They're off and running. Porter with the ball, gives the ball over in the corner to Quentin Gordon. Gordon saves it from going out of bounds. And with the ball for Hayti is Matlock. We're down to 1 minute, 35 seconds to go in the fourth period. The ball put up that time by Matlock. Ball tipped out. Reed with the ball. He's going to go in. Dunk.
Slammed it. I tell you what, he brought it down there. 5'8" can get up that high. It's got to be fun.
5'8". Got the Blues.
Oh, my. My.
Ball put up that time by Ronaldo Stewart for 3. Scores it. Greenway the ball. Ison goes up for a dunk, and he's going to be fouled. A foul that time going to be on Shandon Wall, his second.
Boy, I tell you what, Bill, it got exciting in here then, didn't it, when that 5'8" guard comes up and slams it down. We saw that last year against Bloomfield. He told me the other day he'd been working on it. So I believe he's got it down pat.
I tell you what, the little man, we saw him in that Donovan game a year ago at the Bluefield Christmas Tournament go up against the 6'10" guy, Rogers. And I kid you not, his elbow was above the rim.
Sure was.
And I'm not exaggerating. We had a great view of it.
Sure. Maybe David Black will roll that back so we can see that again, too.
Well, I wrote that down.
All right.
Okay. Ison's first free throw of 2 is up, no good. Alonzo Lewis back in. Out is Quentin Gordon. Gordon again trying to get back into shape with that after that knee surgery.
Kind of play yourself back in shape. That's good, you know.
And you don't want to take a chance of too much
right.
strain on that knee. Second shot put up, no good. Rebound that time by Gordon of Hayti. With the ball is Matlock. Matlock still with the ball. Goes in and shoots from the free throw line, or inside the free throw line. No good. Got his own rebound. Loses it to Porter. Porter tries to get it down to Ison.
This is gonna be
Ison going in, slams it again.
He kind of monster slammed that down with 2 hands.
Yep. Under 50 seconds to go. 62-25. Green Wave on top. Jackson with the ball, spin move, nice reverse layup, no good. Porter with the rebound, he's got it, gives the ball to Lewis. Lewis up, far read, oh, no good. Rebound put up by Porter, no good. Rebound tipped around and out of bounds, Hayti's ball.
They had the right idea that time.
Oh, yeah.
Tell you what, that's the way the Malden Green are. Boy, they can score in a hurry and they can run that score out on you before you know it. They just got so many weapons. And Hayti's got a nice team, but I tell you what, they just run up against the buzzsaw.
Oh, they have. Green Wave just playing real good, and they're not trying to rub salt in the wound.
Sure
I can tell you that.
Because Ison can substitute, but it makes very little difference.
Oh no. Well,
hey, that's a good move.
Nice move by Jackson. Ball tipped out. Nice takeaway that time by Gordon. Gives the ball down inside to Shannon Wall, who puts up the bucket and scores. We're down to 3 seconds to go in the period. Lewis is back down to Elwan Perkins as the horn goes off. It's going to go off the rim. At the end of the third quarter, it's 62-27. Green Wave on top. We'll be back in just a moment. Wouldn't it be great to eliminate the stock market risk, enjoy safety of an FDIC insured account, and get a great interest rate? Currently at a high 4% APY, First National Bank's interest-based e-savings account is that account, with only a minimum opening deposit of just $500. Withdrawals and account transfers are made easily on a safe, secure site, and you never run the risk of losing money to stock market fluctuations. E-savings from First National Bank, member FDIC, the bank where you really are first.
Oh, what a third quarter. That was just something else, Malden got it going, got it running up and down the court like the Green Wave like to do. And they've got they just got some leapers. 5'8", Caleb Reed takes a pass, takes it down, slams it down. That brought the crowd alive. And then I think just about 2 or 3 more trips down the court, here comes Robbie Ison, and Thunder slams it down. And I'll tell you what, they're not trying to run the score up. It just makes no difference who they've got in there. They've got so much talent. They got a deep bench. And Hayti, in a rebuilding year, they're playing a lot of young people, and they're going to be a team to deal with if they ever come together, because they've really got some raw talent on that team. And I tell you, it's got to just take all the energy that you have left after being hounded by Malden all night to see something like that. And so, my hat's off to Hayti. They just run into the number 6 ranked team in the state, the number 1 in the CMO poll, and very nice team, very well coached. Robert Ison, very much a gentleman, a class act. Helped down there tonight by his assistant from last year, Gary Blaylock Jr., and both of them fine men, no basketball. Their kids respect them, they respect the kids. It just makes for a good mix.
My name is Shane Talbert. I chose Three Rivers Community College because it's a great place to start.
At TRCC, I'm getting the same general education classes offered at a four-year college, but here they cost a lot less. Classes are small, so I can get individual attention, and the teachers are great. I'm getting a quality education at an affordable price, and I'm close to home.
TRCC, it's a great place to start.
Call 1-877-TRY-TRCC or click on www.trcc.edu.
Well, the clock will run because of the new rule. Once this rule's been in effect now for a few years. Once the team is up by 30 in the fourth quarter, clock will run. The only time it will stop is for an injury or a timeout. So during free throws, turnovers, anything else, the clock will run. We've got a foul on the floor that time. It's going to be on Leonard Burton. His first.
You know, Malden's come in with Leonard Burton, and Leonard has got stripped at times out there. Leonard can play very good. Leonard's a nice player.
They called the foul on Chad Hudson. I thought they said Burton, but Chad Hudson going to the line to shoot. 2 for Hayti.
Good shot.
Is Standrike Matlock. Knocks it down.
Marvin Fields from Malden in, along with Chad Hudson.
Rebound that time by Eddings on the missed shot. Ball to Fields. Fields across the center line. Fields is a 5'5 junior. Played a lot of B action,
yes,
JV last year. Nick Perkins with the ball.
Hayty's picked that defensive pressure.
Sure
up.
has.
Looked pretty good that time.
Ball taken away by Gordon. He drives in and puts it up. Good hustle that time by Jamestic Gordon. He has 6 in the game. Perkins generally is the one that makes the steals.
That's right. He got his pocket picked that time.
Chad Hudson with the ball, kicks it into Eddings. Eddings over to Fields. Fields to Perkins. Perkins inside to Leonard Burton. He puts up a shot. It will not go. Ball tipped out of bounds by Hayti. 62-30 with 6:20 to go in this game. Clock running. Eddings to inbound the ball. Gives the ball to Fields. Fields back to Eddings inside. Backing in. Gives the ball to Hudson. Hudson in the corner. Picks up his dribble. Gives the ball to Eddings. Eddings goes down underneath to Hudson, and he's going to be fouled by Jackson.
That's a nice look by Eddings.
Sure was. Eddings could have put the ball up
Sure
there. He was wide open inside about 13, 14 feet out. Instead, he just fired the ball down underneath to Hudson, and Hudson's going to go to the line for 2.
Chad Hudson played a lot on that junior varsity team last year. It was so good. He can shoot the basketball.
Well, he just illustrated right there just that you're happy with his shooting ability.
That's right. I love it when people make me look good.
Yes.
So there you go, 2 in a row.
I need a lot of people make me look good.
I need all the help I can get.
Hudson sinks both free throws. Green Wave having a good night from the line tonight.
Yes, they are.
Matlock with the ball. Tries to hit Presbury with the ball and skips the ball out of bounds. Clock running with 5:10 to go in this game. Burton inbound for the Green Wave. Gives to Fields. Green Wave across the timeline. Fields quickly down. Gives the ball back to Burton. To Hudson. Hudson inside the three-point line. Puts it up. Scores
nice
it.
shot. Chad
well, you
Hudson.
said that he can put it up. Light it up.
Yeah, he's a good shooter.
66-30. Under 5 minutes to go. Presbury with the ball, puts it up, scores it. Nice shot that time by Denzel Presbury. He has 10 on the night. Ball down in the corner to Hudson. Gives the ball to Eddings. Eddings puts it up. It's going to be fouled. Foul's going to be called on Presbury. His second. Going to the line to shoot 2 will be Antonio Eddings. He has 7 on the night, Tommy. And he's 3 for 5 from the line thus far.
Had a pretty good night from the line.
Free throw is up. Will not go. Coming into the game for Hayti is Michael Vaughn. Coming out is going to be Lorenzo Jackson. Heading second shot up. In and out. Ball rebounded by Hayti. Rebound that time by Wall. Matlock with the basketball. Gets the ball to Presbury. Green Wave still in that swarming defense. Ball is going to be taken away by Nick Perkins. He gives the ball to Burton. He goes in, lays it up, scores it. Or Hudson, I'm sorry. Hudson, I said Burton, my fault. Boy, a quick 6 points by Chad Hudson of the Green Wave. 3-pointer put up that time by Matlock. Will not go. Rebounded, falled around in there. Perkins with it, down to Fields, off his fingertips. What a nice hustling save by him, and then passes the ball back, taken away by Matlock. Matlock gives the ball to Vaughn. Down to 3 minutes to go in this game. Ball put up by Gordon of Hayti, no good. Rebound Perkins. Perkins gives it to Eddings. Eddings is going to kick the ball over to Fields. Fields puts it up, scores it.
Nice shot, Fields. Glad to see the young man score.
Notice what Eddings did. Coach told him to give the ball up. Somebody's on him. Guess what? He gave it up to the open man. 70-32. Green Wave up with 2:40 to go in this game. Vaughn with the ball, gives it to Presbury. Presbury puts up a jump shot, no good. Ball tipped out by the Green Wave. Green Wave on a 2-0 run. Fields goes back, gives the ball back to Perkins. Nice give and go.
Sure was. Tell you what, this Fields is a nice little point guard. He's going to be good now.
Now I want to tell you, Green Wave start 4 seniors, and that's what everybody's talking about. The Green Wave, this better be their year, better be this year. They've got some boys, some boys that can play at basketball too.
Sir.
Presbury from 3, puts it up. Will not go. Rebounded inside that time by Vaughn with the putback. Nice rebound. Ball passed down to Burton. Burton goes up, puts it up, and he was going to go.
Foul.
He was going to go up and dunk the ball, and he was grabbed that time.
I was looking over here. I saw his mother in the stands, and I think she kind of leaned back. She was ready for it too.
Foul that time on Matlock, going the line to shoot 2 on the intentional foul will be Leonard Burton. Burton has not scored tonight.
Is he the only Green Wave that hadn't scored so far that's been in the game?
I think so.
I think that's right. Leonard's a nice player.
First free throw up. Won't go.
6'4" junior. He'll be back next year.
Next free throw, scores it. Green Wave had a solution of players to score tonight.
Yes, they have. I tell you what. Well, they're just a good team, Bill. They're just
We're down to 1 minute to go. Clock is running. Green Wave are up by 39. They're going to go to 15-0 on the season. Fields with the ball. Down in the corner, puts it up for 3. No good. Rebounded to Burton. Burton gives it to Hudson. Hudson for 3. No good. Rebounded that time by Presbury for Hayti. Kicks the ball to Gordon. Gordon goes in, lays it up, no good. Eddings with the rebound. Green Wave running. 35 seconds to go. Eddings going to go in, gives the ball off to Nick Perkins. The ball tipped up by Hudson. Hudson gets a rebound, puts it up and in. Chad Hudson with a quick 8 in this period. Gordon in on a running layup, puts it up, will not go. He's going to be fouled by Antonio Eddings, his second.
That ought to let it run out, I'd say.
The clock will run out as Gordon goes to the line to shoot 2. We'll see if they give him both free throws. That's the horn goes off. They're not going to give him the free throws, even though he was fouled.
Yeah.
Final score of this game, and we'll be back with final stats in just a minute. The Green Wave 75, Hayti Indians 34. We'll be back in just a moment.
My name is Shane Talbert. I chose Three Rivers Community College because it's a great place to start.
At TRCC, I'm getting the same general education classes offered at a four-year college, but here they cost a lot less. Classes are small, so I can get individual attention, and the teachers are great. I'm getting a quality education at an affordable price, and I'm close to home.
TRCC, it's a great place to start.
Call 1-877-TRY-TRCC or click on www.trcc.edu.
Well, it was a nice ball game to watch. Like we said, it was going to be good for the fans. You know, the Malden Green Wave, we just hate to keep hounding on that, but they're very talented and they're very deep, and it matters not sometimes who's in there, who's playing. They're just going to keep coming at you. All the young men play defense. Hayti played some good defense in some spurts tonight, and they have nothing to be ashamed of to be beat by this good Green Wave team. Their Green Wave moves to 15-0, and Hayti, as we said, has some good raw talent, and if they can ever get it all together, they're going to be a team to deal with in that district that they're playing in. And I can't say enough about how well coached the Green Wave is. Robert Ison, a friend of mine, but just a very much of a class act and a fine man. He don't try to run the score up on anybody. If he did, he'd have ran it up more tonight than what he could have. But the Green Wave are quick, they're fast, play good defense, overall, they're just a nice team. And Hayti just ran into a very nice team, and Hayti will have to regroup and come back out in Friday night, I wish the people of Malden to get out and support this Green Wave team. It's 15-0 team, going to be their homecoming, going to be playing a fine Portageville team. I tell you what, Portageville will bring a bus load, and they'll have their guns loaded.
Yes, they will. Tommy, let's go over some final scoring for both teams here. Hayti Indians now dropped to 5-7 after that loss. Scoring for Hayti, Ronaldo Stewart with 3, Standriki Matlock with 1, Denzel Presbury with 10, Kevin Moore with 1, Michael Vaughn with 3, Jerome Covington with 4, Shandon Wall with 2, William Cooper with 4, and Jamestic Gordon with 6, total of 34 points. For the Green Wave now it goes to 15-0, 75 points total score for them. Scoring for Malden, all the players that got into the game: Marvin Fields with 2, Caleb Reed with 4, Chad Hudson with 8, Ryan Krigler with 4, Nick Perkins with 12, Quentin Gordon with 3, Elwan Perkins with 2, Alonzo Lewis with 13, all those in the first half, Quentin Franks with 4, Trey Porter with 5, Leonard Burton with 1, Robbie Eisen with 10, Antonio Eddings with 7. Green Wave were 17 for 29 from the free throw line, so much better shooting by the Green Wave.
Yeah, sure is.
Any other comments?
No, it's just been a fun game, and I appreciate doing the games with you, Bill. And I guess we'll be back over to Gideon Thursday night before we are back here Friday night.
We will be back to Gideon to catch the Bernie Mules and the Gideon Bulldogs, and Friday night we'll be here at the Malden gym to catch homecoming, a Malden Green Wave, and the Portageville Bulldogs, and we'll have that tape for you on Saturday night. Again, the Green Wave double win tonight. Hayti wins the JV game 69-48 over the Green Wave. Varsity game, Green Wave wins 75-34. Till next time, Tommy Jacobs, I'm Bill Hampton. We just want to thank you. We want to thank Eric for coming in and doing our camera work tonight for us, Eric Hendricks. We want to thank Jerry Johnson for coming in and helping us with a few things and passing things over, and we appreciate all his support. Put those seatbelts on out there, folks. We want to see you back each and every game with us on Channel 21. Don't forget, live today, learn from yesterday, and look forward to tomorrow.